So in the clinical part of my medical school, ophthalmology was my favorite specialty. The doctors do really amazing, precise surgeries that has a huge and fundamental impact on people's quality of life. However, it was really striking to notice that there were some patients where we actually couldn't do a lot for. For example, patients with inherited optic neuropathies. These diseases are genetic diseases. That means the genetic variants passed down in families results in damage to retinal ganglion cells at the back of the eye. The electrical connection between the eye and the brain is lost, resulting in blindness. I met some patients with these conditions, and they had all suffered really catastrophic blindness, sometimes within just a couple of days. And this often happens as young adults or teenagers. And that really has a huge impact financially, socially, and emotionally on people's lives. Now, some patients recover their vision, but unfortunately some do not. When we see these patients in clinic, they often have a lot of questions for us. We don't often have very many treatments to offer. And because this is a genetic condition passed down in families, often relatives who are not blind ask, am I going to be blind? And if so, when? And if I do become blind, will I ever get my vision back? I think meeting these patients has really motivated me to do this research and help make their lives better in the future. So in my study, we're going to be doing very careful phenotyping of patients. That involves testing various aspects of a person's vision and also taking pictures of the back of the eye using very advanced equipment. Patients will also be having their blood samples taken, which will be used for whole genome sequencing and RNA sequencing. So these tests together will enable us to find out whether differences in genes across the whole genome and differences in gene expression might explain why patients have such different clinical presentations. And this will lead to us discovering new therapies. I'd really encourage junior doctors like myself who are interested in research to look into applying for these BMA Foundation grants in future. As an early stage researcher, it's really hard for us to get funding, especially because we haven't done much yet. Having support like this, especially from an organization that really understands a clinician's pathway of training, is really helpful. It means the world to me to be awarded this BMA Foundation grant because it's a real springboard for my research, and I'm really confident that it's going to enable me to help make patients' lives better.